The third episode of Outlander Season 5 has always been remembered for its emotional depth, the tenderness between Claire and Jamie, the raw honesty in their scenes, the way every glance seemed to hold a secret. But now, years later, a shocking revelation has emerged that casts those moments in a whole new light. Caitriona Balfe was secretly pregnant with Sam Heughan's twins during the filming. It sounds like the kind of rumor only the passionate Outlander fandom could dream up, yet behind the whispers lies a story that the production quietly guarded, one of emotion, secrecy, and undeniable chemistry that blurred the line between fiction and reality. The truth reportedly began to unfold during the early months of filming in Scotland. The cast had reunited after a long break, and spirits were high. Caitriona was radiant, full of energy, laughter, and focus, but to those who knew her best, something had changed. She had that glow, one crew member later admitted. It wasn't makeup or lighting. There was something in her eyes, softer, more peaceful. At first, everyone assumed she was simply happy to be back as Claire Fraser, the role that had defined her career. But as filming progressed, whispers began to spread quietly around the set. Caitriona was often seen resting between takes, sipping herbal tea instead of coffee. The costume department subtly adjusted her corsets, the camera crew began framing her differently, and the production schedule shifted slightly to accommodate her. Sam was the only one who seemed completely calm about it, a makeup artist revealed. He was always nearby, making sure she was comfortable, carrying her scripts, helping her between scenes. It was clear he knew something the rest of us didn't. Episode 3, titled Free Will, was particularly demanding, emotionally and physically. There were long horseback sequences, stormy weather, and late-night shoots in the Scottish Highlands. Yet Caitriona delivered one of her most powerful performances of the season, balancing strength and vulnerability in every frame. What fans didn't realize was that during those intense scenes, Caitriona was already in her first trimester, and Sam, her co-star and closest confidant, was quietly supporting her through it all. They had a kind of unspoken communication, the director of the episode recalled. If she felt tired, he knew without her saying a word. If she needed to pause, he would distract the crew with jokes. It was beautiful, protective, even. To outsiders, it looked like friendship. But those on set began to notice how deeply connected they had become. The bond between Sam and Caitriona had always been the emotional center of Outlander, yet that season, their closeness carried a quiet intimacy that transcended the script. When rumors began to swirl about her pregnancy, Caitriona reportedly chose silence. She didn't want anything to overshadow the show, said a friend close to the production. She wanted people to focus on the story, not on her personal life. But silence only fueled speculation. The chemistry between Sam and Caitriona in Season 5 felt more alive than ever. The way they touched, the tenderness in their gazes, the pauses that lingered a heartbeat too long. Fans began to wonder if something had shifted behind the scenes. In Episode 3, there's a particular moment when Jamie gently touches Claire's stomach before riding off to war. It's a fleeting gesture, almost imperceptible, but now, many believe it was a quiet acknowledgement of what the actors shared off camera. That wasn't in the script, a producer later admitted. Sam added it spontaneously. When we saw it in the edit, no one had the heart to remove it. It was too real. As Caitriona's pregnancy advanced, the production team reportedly worked tirelessly to conceal it. Costumes were altered, camera angles adjusted, and stand-ins used for wide shots. Despite the physical challenges, Caitriona never missed a single day of filming. She was unstoppable, Sam once said in a rare interview. She carried the entire show, literally and figuratively. I was just in awe. By the end of filming Season 5, Caitriona had become visibly emotional. Crew members recall her hugging Sam tightly after the final scene, whispering something only he could hear. There were tears, said one insider. It felt like a farewell to a chapter they both knew would change their lives forever. When Outlander Season 5 premiered, neither Caitriona nor Sam addressed the rumors directly. The official story remained that she had simply been balancing work and personal life. Yet fans who watched closely could see it, a softness in her movements, a warmth in their interactions that seemed beyond acting. Months later, after the season ended, Caitriona disappeared from the public eye for a time. When she finally re-emerged, she appeared radiant, more peaceful than ever. To this day, neither she nor Sam has confirmed or denied the speculation. Still, those who witnessed the filming of Season 5 say that the truth, like love, cannot always be hidden. Whatever happened between them, one longtime crew member reflected, it was real. You could feel it in the air. It wasn't about fame or fantasy. It was about two people who shared something extraordinary while telling one of television's greatest love stories. Now, years later, fans continue to revisit episode 3 with fresh eyes. Every glance, every word, every tender gesture between Jamie and Claire carries new meaning. The episode isn't just a turning point in the story, it's a secret memory preserved on film, a moment when art and reality intertwined. And whether or not Caitriona was truly pregnant with Sam's twins, one thing remains certain: Outlander captured something timeless that season, a love so powerful, so believable, that it transcended fiction itself.